G'day all, welcome back to Dad vs Son and our ongoing play of Fortress Europa, the full campaign from Campus Games. And we're about to go on with Germans, turn 3. So the first thing is the German replacement phase, and we have the 8th Air Force attacking German replacements. So therefore they are down 1. They're supposed to get 2 replacements with 1 that can be armour. So all they're going to get is 1 infantry replacement. So that gives them a total of 2 infantry and 1 armour replacement ready to go. So let's see if we want to actually give them any of those. Now, this is good, this is good. Now we have these fellas here, so we could up the 9th SS with the armour replacement. Or we could do the 21st, and we could do the 3rd Paras for the infantry replacement. But then we can't move any of those ones that we do. So what do we have further south? So we have the 275th here, which I think is in Le Mans, which I think is worth replacing. It can't move anyway. So we're going to use 1 infantry replacement there, which leaves them 1 armour and 1 infantry. We have another infantry down in the 1st military district as well, which we could do. We're all okay there, and all there's good, and there, and there, and there, and there. Aha. So we do have, if we come over here, we do have the 19th, which we will do. And that's their armour replacement gone, which leaves them 1 infantry replacement. So I think what we might do is actually come down here, and we've got this one here, the 276th. So we're going to do him as well, and that is all of the German replacements used up. But at least that keeps everything chock-a-block full, and they're ready to go. Okay, so the next is the German first move impulse. So again, I'll have a look at what we want to move, and then we'll come back and play. Rightio, so we're good to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to consolidate these units. So we're going to bring the 116th Panzer back. 1, 2, 3 with Rommel. And the 100th Brigade. 1, 2, 3 with Rommel. and the 21st, which will go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And they can all move. Then we're going to consolidate the SS here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to move back into the rough. But first we're going to move this little fella here and this little fella here. So up into there. And then we bring the 2nd SS and the 17th SS into the rough there, and then the 9th SS is just going to come back 1, 2 and go into the rough like that. So they can move, he can't move, but he can. Right, other than that, I'm bringing the 11th Panzer. Oh no, sorry, he can't move, dickhead. Duh. We're bringing over the 11th Luftwaffe assault gun here. And it just goes, oh no, it doesn't. We can't go across there, can we? Don't do that. Don't do that. No, 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 no. I don't want to lose him at the moment. But I can move these two here. And they're going to come down here for 1, and they're going to come into Paris for 2. And they're not crossing anything that's going to affect them. And what we have in Paris now is 2 headquarters, 3 headquarters. Oh no, sorry, 2 headquarters and a security mob. We're going to bring up these 2 Panzer Grenadiers, and they're going to rail up, and they're going to rail all the way up to here. And keep on coming. We'll leave 1 there in Le Mans, and the other will come over here to Nantes. So he can move, and he can move. And the only other one we have left is this little headquarters unit that was come back as a reinforcement, in fact, and it goes 1, 2, 3, and it's gone into Metz. And they can all move. Righto, so the whole idea is just to try and, again, set up blocking forces for the Germans with consolidated units. I didn't want to really spread them out as much as I have, but the SS are up in the rough here, which is good. These Paras are in the rough, which is good. This little reduced SS is in the rough. And these guys are over here, and they're going to move into there anyway with their second movement phase. So we go on to the German first combat impulse, and as you can see, there is no combat to do. We go on with their second move impulse. And as I said, all we're going to do is move them up to there. And that's when I should have moved that headquarters unit as well, but I forgot as usual because I'm a dicky whacker, which is a polite way of saying dickhead. Okay, I've left this train marker here because of crossing the river here with the TAC Air. So that's done. We go into the second German combat impulse. Again, There is no combat. I couldn't consolidate and move the forces I want. The best I could get was a 2-to-1 against either of these, and I couldn't get all the way around to just try and hit this bloke. So that's that. We go into the German rail phase. Again, all this is open to them, so there's no need to put rail markers anywhere here. We've got units here, so we know they can't go up this way. So in fact, I'll put a rail marker there because there's American units there, and if they move out of there next time, they were the last ones there, blah, blah, blah. So we'll just leave it there for the time being. Everything else is fine, so they're good. Then we look at the German supply phase. So again, we've got Rommel in here, so all of these are good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, still good. These are all in fortresses and crap and corruption and everything else, and these are all good as well. There is nothing there. So we go to the turn end segment. We'll remove our attack air, in which case this can come off. What else do we need to do? Remove the can't move markers from those that got up. So that's this little fella here, this little fella over here, and that's right, that little fella there. Done. And that's the end of the Germans' turn. And, oh no! I'm going to have to fix up my cards. Sorry. This is what happened with the cord from the phone. Ta-da! So I've got to fix all that bloody shit up now. Okay. So this is where we stand from the point of view of the war so far. Very good foothold now for the Allied forces. Coming down, looking at the west coast, slowly moving through and trying to take them out. And that's why the Germans put the Panzer Grenadiers into here. Because, like I said, realistically, they've got to take out Nantes before they can take out Saint-Nazaire. So, is good. Americans, again, we'll probably look at trying to beef them up as well a little bit more. Get some more units in there so that, again, we can try and isolate, envelop, and destroy the Germans. I'm almost at the point of maybe pushing even down to maybe try and take out Le Mans before we do anything else, and that just gets those little buggers out of my way. But it's still there for what, 9? That'd be 18 for them. So yeah, it's it'll be interesting trying to envelop, and especially these blokes here are going to take forever to try and knock out because they're in the rough, and in the rough they don't have to retreat. So that is interesting, whereas these guys are in the mountains and they're doubled. Defender doubled. Yep. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. They're not doubled up, but they don't have to retreat. And the same with our little paras here as well. So yeah, it will be interesting to see. What we may end up trying to do is maybe knock out the paras so then we can come around and get some of ours into the rough as well, so they don't have to retreat if they don't want. And, you know, that gives us then 3 hexes at the moment that we could then bring firepower onto here. But again, this is all out of range of naval support, whereas we can get the naval support in here. We can get naval support into Nantes as well. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So that's it. I don't think I screwed up too much, other than again moving that headquarters unit in the first impulse. But I picked up on that, and it didn't make any difference. It was well back from everything, so is good. So when we come back, we will be into July. Dun, dun, dun. And at least we still have a 5 in 6 chance of having good, clear weather. So, nice short turn. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.